Welcome to the Divine Design Super Channel. There is a divine design to this game of life, and your mind is the main channel through which you receive divine inspiration. We will help you tap into the divine plan you have for yourself, and we will also reveal alternative health solutions and energetic healing solutions for everyday challenges. Thank you for joining us.
And here we'll be exploring the quantum age, the quantum field, and how it relates to every aspect of our life. I've been in the field for 35 years, investigating for my own benefit and sharing this information with many worldwide. And this is about sharing and upgrading in the moment, as well as networking with people that, like yourself, are always looking for, or I experience most people are looking for results that are solid, safe, and measurable. And this is the science of results, which we study here and play with. And yeah, we welcome you to come and share your time with us. We'll be networking with other wonderful people, and in this great combination of experience and curiosity, it's a great adventure, and that's why I'm in this game. It's been a great adventure for me to learn how to take care of myself and then take that to the world and be able to assist others to help themselves. And so, yeah, thank you for showing up. And I'm going to now go to my dear friend Denise Black in Las Vegas, and here we go. Hello, Denise. Welcome.
Hey, Bart. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Real good.
Welcome. Yeah. So Denise, you've been a friend. We've been friends since like '92, and I started my journey in internal martial arts and brought it to Las Vegas. But we've kind of gone side by side on this journey of health and fitness and training. I do it as a profession, but you've been right there with me all the way. And so maybe you'd like to share some of your experiences with the group here. And yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I wanted to come on, Bart. I want to really talk about some of the wonderful things, taking your trainings and working with you in your business when it first started out, hearing the testimonials from people around the world. And it's you do amazing work. And I know you always say it's not you, it's the divine creator, and we all have that. And that's true. After working with you, I was able to do some things to help myself, my family, my pets, my friends' pets that actually seem kind of miraculous, but they're not really, because we all have that ability. And you have that ability to actually help people open that up, and have access to it. So I'll just tell a couple of, short things, since we've known each other for a long time. I've had a couple of serious things happen to me in my life. And on your website, there's a picture of an eye that was ulcerated. The scar tissue was so bad. I had worn contacts for 35 years, and I slept in them too much. And I thought I just had a tear on my eye, but it turned out it was some sort of an eye-eating bacteria. And I didn't go to the doctor soon enough. So I almost ate my whole eye out. Well, I got some antibiotics from the doctor, went home and called you immediately, and you started working on it. And the miraculous, now the eye is, I'll take my glasses off. You can see that it's not white anymore. And it's, so if people want to look on the website, they can see what it looked like before. It looked like one of those movies, a zombie, so it was bad. Almost lost my eye. Anyway, so, you worked, very diligently with me, and it gradually started clearing. And, the amazing things were you could see things that were happening in the eye that, as far as like the blood vessels and things that were happening. And that you told me, and I'm like, yes, that's what it looks like. I mean, it sounds crazy. It sounds like, I don't know, just crazy, but that's the truth. That's what happened. And there's been many other things you've helped me with. I was riding my horse one day. We were on the phone. You were in Sweden. I'm in Las Vegas, outside of Las Vegas, and the horse threw me, and I hit the ground, and I couldn't move. And the person that was with me was saying, "Oh my God." And you were still on the phone, and you heard the hit, and you started working on me. And I was able, after a while, to get up and literally get back on the horse and get home, just from you working with me, from
Yeah,
Sweden.
actually, that was very frightening for me, because I heard the hit, and then you weren't talking. You were just
Yeah,
going.
exactly. I couldn't breathe. So, yes, I think it's important for people to realize that not only what you do is great, but the way you teach, that I've been able to get results. Really, I was going to tell you, I had a win a little while ago. My friend's horse, she was kicking at her belly, and we were thinking it was a female problem with the horse. And so I thought, okay, let me check energetically. And it turned out that the feed was irritating her bowels inside. And now that would have taken a vet. God knows if they could have even found it, right? Or know what it was. And it was a simple matter of changing the feed, and the horse got better. So, and remember the time that you diagnosed the same horse, the vet, they took the horse to the hospital and drilled a hole in its stomach. And it wasn't even that. And they were going to have to do this terrible surgery. And you said, no, it's up around the ears and the head area. It's not that. And the vet went out there and looked, and she had ticks in her ears, and that was shutting her whole system down. So it only took some drops in the ears, and 2 days later, the horse was perfect. So these are like miracle things that have happened. And I just want to share that so people know that it's not just you that can do it, but they can do it. They can learn it. We all have that ability.
I mean, yeah, and that was, when I first got a hold of this, I saw the big picture immediately. I mean, I thought schools, there should be no child past the age of 5 that doesn't know how to do this. I mean, people might say that's young, but in China, my masters, they were pretty well on their way by 5. They could do a horse dance for 2 hours by the time they were 5 years old. So it's like, we have a lot of capabilities, and my children, actually, all of them know how to do this.
Nice.
Of course, they're lazy, and they say, "Dad, will you do this for me?" And I make them do it themselves.
Nice.
Yeah, it's exciting, and it's something that is available to everybody, and I know it. And I would say, if that's what, for me, it's like when I train with somebody who knows, and they give me their knowing, that's when learning takes place, that I know that I can do it too. So thanks for that. It's good to hear that you feel that way.
Absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was, the fact that you're a Tai Chi master. It's very important now in this awakening that people study some form of Qigong or Tai Chi so they can connect with the divine intelligence. And so, you're kind of the whole package because of all your experiences and the different things you bring to the table. But
yeah. And that, I'm glad you mentioned that. And there's many practices that access this information, and Tai Chi and Qigong are of course, what I found for myself as I evolved in the martial arts. And the good thing about Qigong, rather than and Tai Chi, and Dr. Fay, one of my masters in San Francisco, he always said, Tai Chi is Qigong, the best Qigong. But there's an argument that could go across continents, and ages. But anyway, long story short, with the principles of Qigong, and we're going to deliver those here and teach the foundational Qigong for people, you can access daily your power centers, your gateways of information that travel through our body, and assist yourself. And like you're saying, you're opening up, but you're connecting inside. And when you're connected to the inside, the outside is more available. And that's what, yeah. And so it's not that we're not inside and connected, but when we can bring intention, focus, and knowing, and that's the thing. Once we start knowing that it works, then it's like, forget about it.
Yes.
That's really all it takes, We were talking about that the other day. It's like when somebody beat the 4-minute mile, then everybody goes, psh! And I've had great masters and teachers that, my God, they came way before me in a time and period. So I really honor them. A time and period that was like, wow, must look like alien ships had landed and somebody's out there doing stuff. So, which they had. So thanks for sharing that. And that the I want to go back to that thing about the eye and the network and the eye that we saw, and I saw it, and I described it to you, and you saw it, and then this was so amazing because I didn't have any preconceived notion of that. Now I teach anatomy and physiology in all my courses, and it's not just a rudimentary physiology and anatomy, but I really study the eye. I study everything. Just if I have a visual of a healthy cell and a healthy body and eye, then it's that picture that I can take in to my work. I know what it, and then I'll the interference or whatever that's happening. But when that showed up, that wasn't on any of my book. It's not in any of my books. It's not in any anatomy. I've hunted that down. I go, wow. So, yeah, the body will reveal even what we don't know. Well, there's so much we don't know.
Absolutely. Right? And I know over the years with our conversations, you're always saying, something will pop up that it's just, it comes to you, with the divine or whatever. And that was one of them. The eye was one of them for sure. But you've had many over the years that I've known you. It's great. Yeah.
Now you're giving them to me too.
That's what's so great about the awakening, us all sharing this energy and expansion of consciousness, and it's amazing.
And the thing that I always really like when I switched from hard styles to Tai Chi, it was like there are no belts. There's no competition. In fact, you invest in loss, that Taoist phrase, there's a true investment in loss, because it's only in my moment of loss that I can see my weakness, right? And with the hard styles and all the training through all the years that I did, I could hide that weakness with most people, of course. Then you find the weakness, but it's a little painful to find your weakness doing those arts, where in Tai Chi, when you find that weakness, what actually happens is with an opening to that weakness, the energy goes in and corrects it, right? From your opponent. It's not like, boom, take them out now that we got them, right? So with that, the ability of being open and everybody accessing the same potential, it puts everybody on the same plane. We're on the same playing field. Everybody can raise their own bar, but they're not limited because I'm better than you or something. There's no better than you, right? And again, back to Tai Chi, it's like sometimes you learn from the first guy, you'll learn from the guy who knows nothing, sometimes more than the guy who knows this.
Absolutely.
So everything becomes pliable and an experiment, right? And an adventure, And the results speak for themselves. So that's what we'll be investigating more here, and I think this is a good introduction for me, what I come with and what you come with. So I'm going to say, let's bring this to a close, and thank you very much. Unless there's something else you want to add right now.
No, well, the one thing I'd like to add is that it's really easier than you think it is.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Just like Qigong and Tai Chi, and we'll get into more of those principles and teachings. So super.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you soon. Hopefully.
Okay.